there's always going to be that one person or that one incident that messes it up for everyone. We all love a good court storming victory. After your team defeats a team that everyone thought was going to defeat you all, or after a big championship, you go out on a court, on a field to celebrate with your team, although you didn't play, you're a fan. We all love that. What's up, everyone? I'm Jonathan Panda. Welcome to my channel. Today, I have a unfortunate story of a Duke basketball player, Cal Filipowski. Hopefully, I did not butcher his name. He has a foreign name. I believe he's from outside the United States. I don't know exactly. His name sounds foreign. Cal Filipowski. I don't know. Hopefully, I didn't butcher his name. But anyways, after Duke played Wake Forest took the victory. The Wake Forest crowd stormed the court. This is their home court, so they stormed the court. And in the middle of the storm, Cal was walking across the court to head back, to gather up with his team, to head back to Duke. But some fan, actually not even some fan, but a crowd of people were just running towards him, and several people pushed him. And because of that, he sprained his ankle. Very unfortunate. These are college players. I firmly believe college players are professional players. I don't care what anybody says. If you play a sport in college, especially, well, D1, if you play a D1 sport out of college, well, at any level, I'm going to say any level. I'm not going to exclude D2 and D3. At any level, if you're a sport in college, you're basically a professional athlete. And there are levels to being a professional athlete, by the way. So I'm not saying that everyone is on the same level. Everyone is professional, in my opinion, but on different levels. You get what I'm saying? Okay. But I believe college players are pros, and Cal is a potential NBA player. And he has to suffer through this right before March Madness. Do you guys realize 4 days away? 3 actually. This is a leap year. I don't know exactly. Leap years are confusing. But March Madness is coming around the corner. And Duke is a pretty good school. I don't know where they stand in the rankings, but they always make it in the tournament. There was a year not too long ago where they didn't make it. That surprised me. But Duke is one of those big basketball schools, those big blue schools, the blue blood schools that you always look out for in March Madness. And now they lost a player. I don't know how long he's gone for, but the injury report says that he has a sprained ankle. Thankfully, it's not a broken bone or anything too extreme. It's just a sprain. He can make a recovery. But it's still unfortunate. The people who did this should apologize. It's not okay. The guy is playing if you're in college and you're playing a sport, you're probably, especially basketball, a sport that very little people get to play in college, you're probably trying to make it to the NBA. So I'm assuming he wants to make it to the pros or whatever professional league he wants to go to. And I think the people who did this should apologize, because that's the man's money. That's his money. College paid now, so that's his money right there. And this happened to several people in the past. This also happened to the great Caitlin Clark from Iowa. Yeah, the Steph Curry of women's basketball, Caitlin Clark. This happened to her last season, I believe. Although she didn't get injured, she didn't get game-ending or game-missing injuries, fortunately, but this happened to her. And now people are speculating if they should ban college or just if they should have banned crowds from joining their team onto the field or court after the win. Because this right here is not okay, and it shouldn't continue to happen. And if the crowd wants to do this, they be more careful. Respect these players. Although your team beat the opposing team, respect players, they're putting their life on the line before they even played. They were hurt. They were putting their life on the line at practice. I know what it's like playing a sport. I know what it's like playing a sport in college. You're literally putting your life on the line, blood, sweat, and tears, literally. Not only that, but you're also risking your education. You guys realize when you play a sport in college, you basically have a job. This is an actual job, and it's not easy at all. You need to have extreme focus, extreme mental capabilities, because you're going to have to go through things that regular students don't have to go through. Imagine going to class musty, sweaty from practice. Some people may say, oh, that's fine. Oh, no, it's not as easy as you think. I'm talking about every day. By the way, you're basically an hourly employee for the college if you don't know. To be able to play at a game or compete at your sport, you have to have a specific amount of hours practicing. So you're basically on the clock while you're at practice. It's not like they're just out there playing, having fun. I know it looks fun to look at these players practice on social media, but no, they're out there fighting for their lives. Literally, honestly, I'm not even joking about that. But this is unfortunate, and people are also speculating if they should penalize schools. Now, there are some schools that do penalize people for coming onto the court or field. Some schools fine people $5,000 up to $500,000. That's reasonable because you risk injuring a player, like what happened at Duke. So I think there should be a reward for the players that get injured. I think there should be a fine for the school and the people who did it, because they can't just fine the school. They got to find the person who did this, because this is not okay. So I think there should be fines implemented for every institution to not allow people to do this without having to get fined. Now, I love a good crowd surfing. I mean, a crowd, I forgot the term. I love seeing the crowd storm. I love seeing a good crowd storm, but I don't like seeing injuries like this. And this is very unfortunate. And overall, I wish the best for Kyle. I hope he makes a full recovery. I hope he's able to play with his team for the rest of the season. I hope he's able to make a comeback. And I hope this doesn't have a major effect to his career. If it does, stay strong, Kyle. You got more skills than just basketball. But anyways, I'm Jonathan Panda. Welcome to my channel if you're new. Like this video and leave a comment down below about your opinion. Do you think they should ban crowd storming? Do you think they should implement fines for each institution? And do you think they should implement fines for the crowd or the fans who decide to storm the court? I think they should. And you're welcome to join my community. I will see you all in the next video.